I might sleep in the wagon tonight, just because of the wind. I don't want to put up a tent and have it blowing around. I think tomorrow's night's going to be a little less windy, although it is starting to ebb right now, so it doesn't look too bad. It's not swaying crazily. So it's already 5 o'clock. Sun is heading down, and I'm gonna have me a snack. It's not a bad campground. There is a lot of little trees that usually you see. They're missing. There's nothing here. Just some tall trees and not much shade. I was in that campground there, but that car got real hot. I was like, whoa. So I had to move it over here to this shady spot. And then in the morning it should be somewhat shady too, and then in the afternoon. So I'm better here than over there in that big open area. Although you do have a good view, I'm not really missing out on a view. It's right here. So there's another campsite here, another one there where the RV is, and then there's another person down there. Just woke up this morning, had some yogurt, and I'm gonna have some almonds in a little bit. But it is just so cold out here, probably in the 30s, and I'm gonna have some almonds in a little bit. But look at these clouds. Look how fast they're going. It's like 70 miles an hour. It's crazy this morning. Look at this. Them clouds are moving. It's just one windy place up here. Take my ride in a little bit down to Canyon Creek, which is down beyond there. Should be a nice little ride. It's not going to be as windy down there, but still might be cold. Here's my setup. I slept in the back, and actually it was pretty warm at night. Didn't have any problems, didn't hear any animals. It was comfy, and this is the third time I've slept in the wagon. Just put the sleeping bag in there. I roll it out. So if I lay, I'm 6'2". If I lay in an angle, my whole body and I can stretch out. It actually fits in there. So it's 6 feet from one corner to the other. If I just lay flat, like if I sleep with Terry, my feet are partially out the door. So this is my sink. It was sitting in a warm car, so the water might be warm. It might be, I don't know. But it works on pressure. You pump it here, the water goes up, and you just turn the faucet on. It's pretty nice. Oh, my towel blew off. Anyways, that's got 2 days worth of water in it. Got my little dresser thing here I take camping with me. Silverware, knives, this, flashlight, medicines, things like that. Stove down there. Got the bed, got cushions, sleeping bags in the back seat there. Just a cooler, a jacket for the bike, pump in case I need it, and then the big sleeping bag, which is good for 30 degrees. It's good for that. So also got some nut snacks. Here's my beans and rice. And then there's also some soup here. I don't know if I'll eat that. Take a look at that view. It's like Wyoming. It's still chilly, but it's still windy as heck. But yeah, that's, I mean, the campground's just over here, not even a mile away. So this is a great little road to hike down just to take a look at this view. The whole valley, the mountains. It's pretty nice out here. So I still have my scooter.
Riding through the avenue, gotta let them know them I'll be back when I'm back in a Maybach trunk full of stacks. Can they paint all black? Kicks on my whip, all chrome, sitting real low. Riding through the avenue, gotta let them know them I'll be back when I'm back in a Maybach trunk full of stacks. Can they paint all black? 24/7, 365. Waited too long, now it's my shine. I'm stunning when I'm running in the limelight. You steady running your mouth, cause I rhyme tight.
This is Airplane Flat Campground. Looks pretty cool. It's got a lot of tall trees. And take a look at this stuff. There's some, looks like a bathroom over there, table. I mean, this is like a big circle right here. It's like a big circle. And you can see some people filtered in there, but these are tall trees and they're thick. This is actually a beautiful sight. And again, there's no fee in this campground, nor the other one that I was at. You can see all these little crevices. there's a lot of little springs that are popping up, and you can see water under the road when you drive over the culvert. So there's a lot of these little springs that are popping out from this ridge. So we're still going to Canyon Creek. I'm sure it's flowing because I've already seen some flowing water back there in this gully, whatever that is back there. But it's nice down here. I mean, there's so much shade, a lot of shade here. It's pretty nice. So doesn't look like a road, but I'm sure people drive their ATVs everywhere. I'm at Canyon Creek, and if you drive up this way, there's a fish hatchery. They have all that fish stuff, and I guess you can go, people go up there and visit. I'm not going to visit today, but you can just see all the cattle out here. There's some cattle. None of them look hostile, so I'm going to keep walking around here. Nice looking bike. Got me all over the place. Yeah, there they are eating right there. It's a pretty little area, and you can see these trees are not dead. A lot of them are just barely coming out, bloom. And that's the same way up on the at the other campground called Cord Ridge. The leaves on the oak trees weren't even coming out at that time. So they all looked dead, and the forest was not as green as it should be. It's a pretty little stream. Canyon Creek. I just went up the top of the road here. It's just a small hike to the hatchery, and they closed it temporarily down. I don't know why. Maybe it's the COVID thing. But it's a beautiful canyon right here. It's just a lot of deciduous trees. I imagine in the fall this would be a spectacular place to see. I mean, all the fall color. It'd be just a great sight. Plus the airplane campground is just down the road. I mean, this is in hiking distance. It's not even a mile. So a little trail right there, going back somewhere. This is Upper Canyon Creek Campground, and it looks kind of similar to Airplane Flat, which is just like a mile and a half down the road. It's not very far, and this actually is like a big loop here, and then it goes up the other way. I'll show you a little bit of it. You got your little outhouse, and all these campgrounds, they all have picnic tables and little fire rings. There's another bathroom back there, so you would go in and there's a spot here, spot over there. Looks like some of them, yeah, that was a table there. This one here doesn't look like it has a table. I mean, you can see the rim all around us. There's the rim peaks right there. A lot of orange and different colored soil, which actually adds to the beauty. I guess this was at the edge of the Chedeskai fire, and you can see a lot of the burned trees along that ridge, and it goes back to where the other campground was at Concord Ridge. Sorry. But I mean, you can basically hike anywhere in this area you want to. You know, you don't necessarily have to, you know, just hike out anywhere. You can go along these dirt roads. They're not very traveled. I only saw one vehicle this morning coming down here, and it's from the other campground. I think it was 2 + 3, 4. It might have been 4 miles to the creek there. This doesn't really look like a Ponderosa. It might be. That is for sure. You look at that sucker. There is a little fire damage there. But I mean, it's a beautiful area. I mean, why hike up the mountain when you can just hike along these roads? It goes this way and then it splits. One goes to the creek and one goes up the hill to the other part of the upper creek. This whole area is kind of dispersed camping. No fires as the area is dry. I haven't seen anybody have any fires last night, and I haven't smelt any fire, so people are obeying the high fire danger with the high wind, which they should. But on a bad note, back at the creek there was water bottles, there was beer cans, soda cans. I mean, there's some real scumbags that come out camping. I don't even know why they call themselves campers. And they leave their dirty stuff behind that will not go back into the earth. It's out there to see for 1,000 years. I mean, I did pick up one can back at my campsite, but I can't pick up everybody's trash. My bike can't hold it all. Anyways, a lot of green grass. This is like I think it's April 20th, somewhere in there. Beautiful. The weather's again cold. I mean, look, I'm wearing 2 shirts and a jacket vest, and it's really a warmie. It's really a warm thing. So we're experiencing pretty cold weather, but I mean, this is a nice campground to stay too. Take a look at all that. Places to hide. There's no noises except the wind, and of course my bike. That makes a lot of noise. All right, so this should be a Ponderosa right here. I smell a little bit of vanilla. I think if they're more moist and they're getting their nutrition, I think they, and possibly if it's warmer, they'll have that aroma of vanilla. It's pretty nice when you're out here and you smell a lot of pine. You get used to the pine scent. And actually, I don't smell pine anymore. Maybe it's because of the wind and who knows what else. But it's neat to smell these, besides some flowers that might be around. Didn't see any wildlife at all. One squirrel. No elk, no deer. Heard no coyotes, no wolves. Not sure what the deal is with that. That's the rim. got to go up there. So this just is information for the campers, and I guess they used to have a fee station, but as far as I know, this is it's a free site, so they took that out. Totally free now, at least until they put a station here again. Didn't see any bears or anything, but it does say watch out for bears, no shooting, stay on the roadways. Of course, there's no garbage service. You have to pick up your trash, which some of these people do not.
Riding through the avenue, gotta let them know them I'll be back when I'm back in the Maybach trunk full of stacks. Can they paint all black? Kicks on my whip, all chrome, sitting real low. Riding through the avenue, gotta let them know them I'll be back when I'm back in the Maybach trunk full of stacks. Can they paint all black? "24/7, 365, waited too long, now it's my shine. I'm stunning when I'm running in the limelight. You steady running your mouth, cause I rhyme tight."
So that says another, it says Canyon Creek fishing. So I guess there's another, you can go down to the creek there. This says Lower Canyon Creek, which is that way. It says 1 mile. I'm not gonna go, I could go there. Valentine Ridge Campground, 1 mile. And then the Heber Young Road is 3 miles. So in this little valley though is, looked like there was, I don't know if there was water down here, but there was a little crossing. So we'll take a look. I'm not so sure if this is Canyon Creek or not. I don't think it is. So I want to go to Canyon Creek, the Lower Canyon Creek, so we got the full effect of this trip. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything in there. It's empty. This is Canyon Creek. It's the same one that the fish hatchery was on with that little bridge, and this particular section, they don't really allow anybody to go down there. They're revegetating this, the little meadow that they have further down the road. And I was just over there. It just says they had fencing and it says do not disturb the vegetation. So you're looking at the Canyon Creek as it goes down the mountain. Not sure where it goes, but there's quite a bit of water down there, and I'm sure there's fish in there. And then it goes way back up to where we were before at the Alpine Flat campground. So I'm pretty much, this is my last stop. Just wanted to show the Canyon Creek area. So we did the campgrounds. There is no camping down here. There's a sign back here about a half mile that says no camping banned at this point. So they're trying to protect all of this area. I know it's windy, you're going to hear it on the film. Basically I'm just going to ride back up the mountain to the campground, pack up my stuff and head home. If there's any other photos or videos, I'll make sure I put them on, but I don't think there will be. I had a good time on this trip. The ride going to Young was hellacious. I don't ever want to go on that again with a scooter or in a car. Maybe an ATV, but I don't see the purpose of doing that. Young it's not a great town. It's just a little farming community. That's all it is. There's nothing really down there. It's got some pretty good views. Yeah, the wind is going to be a big problem here with the video. You can see it. Colquitt Ridge Campground, it's right next to a road that's pretty busy. Everybody's got to come down here from that road. So it does get dusty, but it has great views, and you know, I like the views. And there's hiking in the area. You can hike down the road a little bit and see great vistas, or around the corner and see great vistas. But I mean, a lot of this looks like Colorado. I mean, you can look at this and say, hey, I don't have to drive 5 hours to Colorado. I can just go an hour from my home, and here it is. There's a lot of beauty out here. He did almost run over a squirrel. He ran across the road in front of the bike. Beat the horn a few times. He didn't know which way we wanted to go. He left, right. He kind of darted back and forth in front of the bike. I'm like, dude, just get off the road. And finally he scattered out. So that's the only thing besides the wind was a pain in the butt. I mean, this is late April already, and it should be warming up, but it's not. It's pretty darn cold out here, and with all the clouds, it doesn't look like it's going to get any warmer. So there it is. That's the beautiful creek. It flows this way from the mountain down, and who knows where. I want to show you this, the burn scar from the Chedeskai fire. I believe it was 2010. This is where it was. Yeah, all those tall pines have been burned up. They kind of protected this area, you can see. And those other trees are oak, so those are going to come back. They haven't got their leaves yet, so those will still get green. They didn't burn up, and if they did burn, new ones replaced them. In fact, looks like they're taking over the pine. So here we go. We're gonna get on the bike, and I'm gonna go ahead and head up to the campground and have a good time out of here. It was a good time. Again, I do want to come back to this area, probably not till October. All those aspens, they're all starting to turn green. You can imagine what it looks like in the fall. Yeah, these quaking aspens are pretty nice looking. Look at that. Beautiful.
Riding through the avenue, gotta let them know them I'll be back when I'm back in the Maybach. Trunk full of stacks, candy paint all black. Kicks on my whip, all chrome, sitting real low. Riding through the avenue, gotta let them know them I'll be back when I'm back in the Maybach. Trunk full of stacks, candy paint all black. 24/7, 365. Waited too long, now it's my shine. I'm stunning when I'm running in the limelight. You steady running your mouth, cause I rhyme tight.
So I'm right across the street from Young Road, which is behind me. That's the start of the Desert to Pines Trail, and I'm parked right over there. This area here is a hiking. Basically, there's trails that go back around Willow Spring Lake, and I've done this before. It's not a bad hike. It's it kind of goes to the east side of the lake. It's pretty interesting. But you know, this whole area, we're pretty high. I think it might be 7,800 feet, but it does feel really cold. It feels like it could snow. I wouldn't be surprised if some snowflakes start coming down. Remember, we're almost in May, and it's so cold. So yeah, this is a nice trail if you camp out on Young Road. It's not a far drive to come over here. It was just 3 miles to that campground, the Concord campground. So this is actually a pretty neat hike. Again, I've done this before. Traffic out here is so loud and annoying. I wouldn't want to camp here. There is no camping here.
Here, I'm waiting for you, shake it for you on the dance floor.
You stink. Oh God, you did it. Oh, don't look. Oh my God, it's a gusher. Oh boy. Time to leave that area.